श्रीकाल, एक बार फिर से आ गया हूँ मैं आप लोगों के बीच, आपका अमराज आरजे। आज स्पेशली हम लोग एक ऐसा एपिसोड लेकर आए हैं जिसकी बहुत जरूरत थी इस वक्त पर। हम सब लोगों को पता है कि एनवायरनमेंट डे आता है 5 जून को, बस थोड़ी बहुत बातें होती है और हम लोग मैसेज शेयर करते हैं, बट द इम्पोर्टेंट पार्ट इज दैट कि उसको लेकर आप लोग क्या सोच रहे हैं और क्या कर रहे हैं। आज हम लोगों के पास एक और ऐसी पर्सनैलिटी है जो सस्टेनेबिलिटी को लेकर भी बात करेंगे, और फैशन में अगर हम फैशन के किसी भी सेंस की बात करें, क्योंकि वो फैशन एजुकेटर भी है, फैशन मेंटोर भी है, फैशन फैकल्टी भी है, एवरीथिंग एक्चुअली यू थिंक अबाउट द फैशन, शी इज एक्चुअली देयर एंड शी इज डूइंग इट। तो स्पेशली वो उसको लेकर बात करेंगे, फैशन को लेकर, एनवायरनमेंट को लेकर बात करेंगे, सस्टेनेबिलिटी को लेकर बात करेंगे, जो सबसे ज्यादा ज्वलंत और इम्पोर्टेंट और बर्निंग टॉपिक है आज, उसको लेकर हम लोग बात करेंगे। शुरुआत करते हैं आज, और वेरी वार्म वेलकम करते हैं मिस दर्शना बिल्ला। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you. It's my pleasure to come.
So, first thing first, sustainability in fashion is a broad term. For you, what are 2-3 most critical aspects of sustainability that the fashion industry needs to address urgently, and why?
One is, I think, overproduction and overconsumption. Okay, there is no stopping to fashion trends. Okay, it's something that just keeps going on. Like, we are getting cheaper and cheaper remakes of clothes. So I think that should be stopped, because I think we should now concentrate more on quality than quantity. Yeah. So obviously overconsumption, over mass production is increasing the textile waste.
Actually, every day we are doing so much experiment with the clothes.
Yes, yeah. So I think experimenting with what you have is something that we should look at. Then buying new clothes. And clearly, as we know in fashion, fashion repeats itself.
Yes, definitely. Correct.
So I'm sure all of us have something or the other, which is we can borrow from our brothers, sisters, mothers,
siblings,
grandpa, yeah, and create something and style something and walk ahead with fashion.
That definitely, actually, she said it that I actually borrowed some of the clothes and in fact the accessories from my elder brothers or cousins.
Yeah, of
we
course.
already have done that, especially in our life. Okay, how do you believe your influence can be leveraged to promote more sustainable practices and consumer behavior? Can you share some examples, specific examples of how you have done this or plan to do?
Yeah, I have already introduced this with my students. Like, we've done a lot of recycling projects where they are using all the old stuff and creating something new. Then obviously awareness with we've had camps where they can exchange clothes. But once you've worn it 10 times, today is like the Instagram world. So they don't want to be shot repeatedly in the same clothes.
Correct.
So it's like, we had this campaign where we had an exchange of clothes.
Yes.
So I think that will also guide them towards sustainability and clearly fair practices of trade, like labor equality, paying your artisans, importance of handmade clothes, hand embroidery.
Your master, your tailor.
Yeah. Moreover, hand embroidery, respecting your artisans.
Well, the next question, okay. Many argue that true sustainability requires a fundamental shift in the fashion system. Moving away from constant consumptions, how do you reconcile your role within the industry with this perspective? And what does a more sustainable future of fashion look like to you?
Okay, so like we said, something moving from fast fashion to slow fashion.
Okay, slow fashion to fast fashion. Okay.
नहीं, अभी तो we are in fast fashion, जहाँ over consumption है, over production है, and we are getting very cheap. मतलब there are so many sites offering cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So clearly you are not going to get a pure fabric. जैसे जो fabric बनाते हैं, you cannot get it cheaper if it is it is originally cotton yarns used.
Yes.
So obviously you are using mixed yarns. Okay. Now in this also there is something called as the closed loop method that they've come up with, where they are recycling some of the plastic and creating yarns from it.
Okay. Yes. Great.
So it is some sort of innovation, technology that we have to keep working on to create these kind of fabrics. One. Second is encourage organic farming where we are having proper cotton, proper wool, without any mixing, without any pesticides, where again it is regenerated with the natural minerals and soil. So again, when you go to buy these, all garments become very expensive. So clearly, this leads to again quality over quantity, because you cannot buy more of too much of expensive clothing. And I think capsule wardrobe is something that everybody should work on. So basically capsule wardrobe is something that you have 5 basic garments, like a black trouser, denim jeans, white shirt, like just to name a
Beach
few.
clothes, yes.
And how do you wear them differently for different occasions? Okay.
So actually, you are making them the sets.
Yeah, like you are
within those
mixing,
processes,
matching
so
according to the event and the place you are going with. So I think that itself is innovative for you also in the design process, and obviously it's going to help.
A lot, especially
So,
in your life.
to go towards sustainability, like just the awareness with students, awareness with, because
People,
they are
society.
going to be our future. So a lot of awareness regarding all this is what we even brands should show the whole technical process of how the garments are made.
What is
So
actually
basically,
making?
so you should know who made your clothes.
Hmm.
So where you are showing fair labor practices, you are showing sustainability from where the garment has come, how have you made it, like are the artisans played, like what was the role of the artisan, how well, So I think that transparency is required to promote sustainability.
Very well explained. The next question is this: transparency, and actually you have told about that, okay?
Yeah.
But yes, we are extending it now. Transparency and traceability are crucial for accountability in sustainable fashion, as you mentioned. In your opinion, what are the biggest hurdles in achieving greater transparency across the fashion supply chain? And what role do you see designers, brands, and consumers playing in overcoming these challenges?
So one is clearly transparency from the beginning to the end. Okay, so those garments are not going to be cheap, they are going to be expensive. Okay, so that is one hurdle that we need to overcome, because abhi with fast fashion, everybody is so used to buying clothes for each and every event. I think they'll buy a new garment.
They're going to actually every site, they have the Amazon, Flipkart, Mantra,
and kuch bhi ho to we'll just order online. They will not think of repeating what they have. So I think that mindset, which will take some time, plus something that is quality based and fair trade practices, but it is expensive. So not everybody would want to spend that kind of money, which I think is the biggest hurdle. Plus recycling, like using materials which can be recycled, as on plastic itself also.
Yes.
But it is like you can degenerate it in the environment. It can be used and mixed with the environment. It will not just go to textile waste. We can again recycle that and create more yarn. Okay. So I think we can work on that. So that's called the closed loop method, where you are reusing. Remaking more actually. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, the important thing now, especially it's related to the experiment, especially, and for the in your all the fashion weeks and fashion shows. But innovation in materials and production process is often highlighted as a key to a more sustainable fashion industry. Okay?
Yeah.
Which recent innovations are you most excited about, and how do you see them impacting the future of fashion from a design and consumer perspective? But actually, you think, oh, that's fine. Oh, that's wonderful. That came at the last time, but actually I like it so much.
Yeah,
was a fusion or what was it?
Yeah, it was I think fusion. It was mixing the old and the new. मतलब जो आपके पास है, and you're mixing it with something that you just bought, and you're creating a very good look out of it.
तो आपके फिर पास में कुछ ऐसा कुछ है आपको जो लगा कि ये या इस डिजाइनर का मुझे सबसे अच्छा ये लगा, ये एक्सपेरिमेंट मुझे अच्छा लगा है. That is innovation.
Yeah, so there are a lot of designers who are working towards this innovation, and I think there is that thing that you have to, you're wearing a traditional piece of jewelry with a Western garment.
Oh yes,
which looks beautiful.
Especially the referring to the Met Gala, our favorite Mr. Shah Rukh Khan actually are talking about that.
In fact, Met Gala, abhi the Cannes festival also, they have used braids. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
I want to
created
actually
a
see your
beautiful-
perspective on it now. Please tell us about the Met Gala and the Cannes.
I think Diljit Dosanjh just
Actually,
stole the
Maharaja
show.
Patiala.
Yeah, but he did his homework so well. I think he was royalty. He stole the show and itna kuch, like, he had...
He actually became like that.
He, I think, went to each and every detail.
Correct.
Like, too much of research put into it. And it was a brilliant look. I mean, something very proud for us Indians.
Sure.
Even at the Cannes festival, I think we are coming up with very innovative clothing compared to any other country. What India is doing is talking about their heritage, their root. So you can see that in the clothing that has been worn by celebrities at the Cannes festival, which I think nobody else is doing.
Oh, yes, you are right. Correct.
So already I think we are moving a step towards that. And we are now valuing our culture and heritage a lot because we are the richest in textiles. I think
Definitely.
nobody can beat
And
us.
also in the culture. Yes. Last but not the least important question. Okay. Beyond environmental concerns, because yes, we are doing it for the Environment Day. On the 5th of June, you know about the Environment Day. So beyond environmental concerns, social and ethical considerations are integral to sustainability.
Yeah.
What are some non-negotiable for you in this?
For me, it is fair wages. Labor practices should be equal, men and women. Yes. And and safe working conditions. Because there are so many factories that you see jahan pe there is not enough space, itne low. I mean, I'm sure everybody knows about the Bangladesh burning down of the factory where so many workers died who were working with clothing itself.
Yes.
So there is not enough space.
There should be actually security and yes.
So I think that is totally gender equality. That is totally non-negotiable. Then even I feel celebrating the craft communities. Each and every, taking part in trade shows or encouraging students to go to trade shows, getting to know the importance of artisans, about their living environment. I think even drawing attention to that is very, very important. And clearly no greenwashing is basically the supply chain, which has to be looked into, where we are creating things that can be more environmental friendly. Creating garments which are environmental friendly.
So
we are not
actually,
washing
we
it
can
off.
use it especially for the environment or in the environment especially.
So
do it
it's
actually more and
about,
more recyclable.
so it's the supply chain where they are sharing the transparency. So there is full honesty from stage 1 to stage 10.
Stage 10.
I think that is very, very important and absolutely non-negotiable.
Well, very well said. And it was Miss Darshna Billa with us, especially. Okay, guys. So be with us. Stay tuned on Nyanwani 90.4 MHz radio. But yes, we are coming with this interview on YouTube. So stay tuned. Be with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.